Shambhala refers to a mystical kingdom in both Hindu and Buddhist mythologies, where the most sacred spiritual teachings are preserved. It is said to exist on both spiritual and physical planes. The Vishnu Puran, a sacred Hindu text, mentions the village Shambhala as the birthplace of Kalki, the final incarnation of Lord Vishnu, who will usher in a new golden age. In Shambhala, it is believed that all of its citizens have achieved enlightenment, and it is believed to be the true embodiment of Hindu traditions and Tibetan Buddhist perfection. That is the reason why it is referred to by a number of different names, which are the Pure Land, Forbidden Land, Land of the Living Gods, and Land of Wonders. But throughout the world, it's best known by its Sanskrit name Shambhala or Shangri-La. Over many centuries, numerous explorers and seekers of spiritual wisdom have embarked on expeditions and quests in search of the mythical paradise of Shambhala, and many have claimed to have been there, but no one has yet provided any evidence of its existence or been able to pinpoint its physical location on a map. However, most references place Shambhala in the Himalayan mountain ranges of India and Nepal. Interestingly, ancient Zhangzhung texts identify Shambhala in the borderlands between Sutlej Valley in Punjab and Himachal Pradesh, India. One aspect of the Shambhala myth is its millennial overtones. According to the Sanskrit text, the world will descend into darkness and chaos around the year 2400 CE, which is when Lord Kalki will arise in a messianic fashion to defeat the forces of darkness and lead the world into a period of peace and light. Many explorers sought out the mythical Shambhala, but none brought home the proof of its existence. In 1833, Hungarian scholar Siomadi Kyrios was the first to introduce the concept of Shambhala to the European community. He is also credited to have compiled the first Tibetan to English dictionary. In 1856, the great theosophist and occultist Madame Blavatsky ventured into India with sparse information available on the mystical realm. She tried to explain the teachings she had learned during her time in India to the Europeans in concepts they could understand. Since the study of the occult was very popular at the time, she used that as the basis for her explanations. The European concept of Shambhala began to form two different schools of thoughts. The first emphasized Shambhala as a spiritual paradise. The second, on the other hand, was a more destructive one, focusing on the forces that got rid of the invaders trying to destroy spiritual growth. Blavatsky was a proponent of the first viewpoint. She connected Shambhala with the four types of birth in Buddhism, which are from a womb, from an egg, from heat and moisture, and by some kind of emanation. She eventually linked Shambhala with the mythical islands of Lemuria and Atlantis. Though the knowledge of elusive Shambhala reached across the world through explorers and mystics before and after Blavatsky, the mythological realm still remained hidden from human eyes. Hitler also made attempts to locate and enter the gates of Shambhala. The idea of Shambhala and its occult knowledge was an obsession to him. The roots of his occult desires can be traced far back into his youth, where he studied occult and yoga in Vienna. After he was introduced to the secret doctrine, he then turned his attention more to theosophy. Later, he joined the occult group in Germany called the Ultima Thule, out of which the Nazi Party was born. After becoming the ultimate power of Germany, Hitler established the Ministry of Ancestral Memories, headed by chairman of the Sanskrit department at Munich University. With the help of explorer Sven Hedlund, Hitler sent several expeditions to India and Tibet. The Nazis claimed that although Shambhala was inaccessible to them, they also made contact and gained help from the mythical kingdom. An amazing number and variety of Western observers have drawn upon the myth of Shambhala. These include James Hilton, who likely named his Himalayan paradise Shangri-La in his book Lost Horizon as a nod to the Shambhala story. Other Westerners, ranging from German Nazis to the Russian psychic Madame Blavatsky, have shown a real fascination with this lost kingdom. And of course, the 1973 hit single Shambhala by Three Dog Night also celebrates the mythical land. It includes lyrics that celebrate peace and love in the region, but also its ultimate just out of reach nature. Though the present-day Dalai Lama alleges Shambhala is not a physical place, its location is speculated as being in the north of the Indian subcontinent, perhaps near Mount Kailash in Tibet, in the higher regions of the Himalayas, in the Sutlej Valley in Punjab, or more generally in the mountainous regions of Nepal. And for some, the fact that Shambhala has never been found has a very simple explanation, as they believe that Shambhala lies on the very edge of physical reality, as the bridge connecting this world to the one beyond. And with that said, see you next time. Bye!